Hey dreamers, this is Jechta Plays, and today we're going to continue with the Secret Santa. I don't have to explain anymore what this is about. If you do not know, please check out the very first video where I explain what this is all about. And today, without further ado, I really don't want to do any intros today anymore. I want to go straight into this creation. Because, yeah, I do not really have much time. So I need to make sure I have all the time that I have and to use that as efficiently. So we have made this thing so far. I think you can already tell a little bit of like what it's going to be. I hope you can already tell a little bit. And hopefully you can also maybe see or know for who this is if you have not seen the Secret Santa event yourself. I'm uploading this after the event is done, so you probably already have maybe seen the event itself already from YahDeh, and then you already know for who this person was. But if you're still curious how I made all this, I do these type of sculpting videos, so you can see the whole process of me sculpting from scratch this creation, and that comes alive. So that's what we're going to do. Without further ado, I'm going straight into this creation. It says 90%, but it's mostly because of this thing here. That was like 10%. I just use this so I have a little bit of a service going on that I know exactly where the tires are standing. Let me disable the hover effect, and then we can continue. So last time I fixed a little bit of the front spoiler, I did the wheels, and I also made the whole underneath part, reshaped it again, also with the backside as well. So now we know exactly how everything is being shaped and formed. I tried to stay as close as possible to the original creation, but of course with my own touch. As I said in the previous video, the blue things, you shouldn't really look at the blue things, because the blue things are not really going to be in the creation itself. They are just placeholders. So basically they go a little bit like, is this the center? I don't know, but they are going a little bit more like this, sort of, maybe a little bit more up again, or maybe down again. Like a little more in the middle. There we go. So this is more how it should go. Although the blue thing, we're going to not use that, but as a reference to how I want to create everything. I look at the creation, the original creation. It looks like the tires are exactly the same in the front and the back. So that means that I can just like use the same assets. So basically I can use and clone this one here, and then shape it in the same way as how I had that before. That also means that I can basically clone this one here and that one here to give a little bit more of like how it should look. So maybe I could have already done that in the previous video, but to give you a little bit more of the feeling like, okay, so this is how it's been done. Now, the cool thing about this is I can say, if I go to clone, and if I press and hold L1 and then triangle, I now have basically cloned the same thing here. So if I do something with this wheel, it also applies to the other side as well, which is pretty cool. I love that feature that we got. I don't know when we got this update, but it was like maybe a year ago, or maybe this year. I don't know when that. No, I think it was like last year or 2 years ago that we got that update. But it's a pretty neat update. So yeah, so that's basically what you can expect from this. I'm not going to let the blue thing stay. That's just placeholders, as I said. So now we're going to just make the inside of the wheel. And by doing that, I am going again, start from a new sculpt, because this is a new sculpt. Normally I don't do it like this. I always try to sculpt everything in one single sculpt. But the reason why I'm not doing that is because I want to keep the quality as high as possible. It's a little bit of like an art, fan art, if you can call it like that. Oh wait, let me redo that real quickly. I should stay on 1-on-1 grid. There we go. Don't want to make any mistakes. And then we say mirror mode, height mirror. And inside the whole thing, I'm going to use the cylinder this time. And then we're going to place it right there. There we go. And make this a little bit smaller. Also, we're going to move that one. And now the fun part. Because there we go. And this goes in a little bit, but not too far, Jechta. So we probably have to do it manually, or what we can also do is make this smaller. So it should be like this. Also, the sides goes a little bit more inwards on both sides. Oh, wait, what? Oh, snap. I forgot about that. It's because like I made it smaller. That's why. Okay. And just push it inside like so. We're going to remove the blue ones now. Don't need that anymore. Then we're going to squeeze this out. Like so. That should be mostly it. And then what we're going to do. Yeah. Then I'm going to reuse this and make a hole inside. And then we're going to squeeze this. Okay, don't really know why I was doing that, but let's do it like this. Squeeze this out like that. Now we have a profile. And then we're going to reuse it again. Then shape it again. I don't know if I select suddenly, like do this, it goes automatically big again. Don't really know why that is. So I'll just stamp it in place and then use it manually again. Then we do it like this. Like so. And then we're going to do it again. And then do it like so. There we go. So now we have the inner parts. And the cool thing about this, what I did like last time. Oh. Huh? Why is that not the same? Hey, why is that? Huh? It should be. It should be the exact same. I don't know why that is. That's weird. Don't know why it's doing that. Actually, I do not know. Why is this wheel not the same as this wheel? It is because I was in the wrong sculpt. That makes a lot of sense. Okay. Yeah. I was hitting the wrong sculpt there. Okay. Need to make sure that we actually hit the right inner circle. One. Like so. I think I actually then hit the wheel itself instead of the... that's my mistake. Happens. Okay. Let me do it again. Make a hole inside. And stamp it there. So what I can do now is clone this. Use it to the other wheel. Did I state that 16? Yeah, apparently. Maybe not. Okay. Then we're going to say clone this one also together. So now everything what I'm doing right now with the in the knee part, it will also happen to the rest of the whole thing as well. So that should be good. And now we need to... this is going to be a little more tricky here. To keep it in the center is sometimes a little bit hard to tell. But I think it's like... should this be it? I hope so. Stamp it. There you go. And as you can see, it also happens on the other wheels now too. And then I'm gonna place this. Do I say that correctly? I don't know. Not sure if I say this correctly though. This, I hope. And then it looks like... it looks like it goes a little bit inwards. I don't really know how I'm going to do that actually. Maybe with a cone. But let me first do... huh? Okay, wait. And then do it like this. And then like that. And I think what I did is use the cone to get a little bit more inwards looking. That's what I believe. I do not know, by the way. This is just guess. Like so. Maybe. Alright. And then on the other side as well. A little bit. This part is really hard to tell what they exactly did because I cannot really see that from anywhere. So I'm just using my imagination a little bit of how that should look. Like I said, it doesn't have to be exactly the same. But it's fun regardless to do it anyway. Let me do one thing. Make this as high as quality as well. And the reason why I'm doing that is because like I want to make the sculpt as high density, high quality as much as possible. So that's why I'm doing it the way what I'm doing. It will rise up graphics thermo. I can always like lower it down, but the most one was the underneath part. I will eventually later on tweak it and downscale it here and there. But for now, I'm good. Then we need to make the things. I don't know what to call it. I think this is being... What is this being made with? That's a very good question. Because they are in a certain shape. Is it a wedge? Is the wedge the way to do this? Oh. Ooh. That was not what I wanted to do. Probably not. Or maybe it is. And then we need to connect. It looks like it's made like this, but it's really hard to tell. Now, I have a question for myself. My mirror mode, on which side is it? Because I don't think I can do it like this. No, I cannot. That's sad. All right, so yeah, then I should have made the mirror mode in the other way around. That's a little bit the bummer, but it's okay. I can do it manually. Let me see. Oh wait, I also see that this is happening. Don't want that. For the sake of the complexity. Now this one should be I think it's also a little bit closer to the wheel itself, as it seems. So this one should actually go more here. And that goes for the other side as well. Hope I'm in the correct space. Yeah. That also means that the inner parts. Okay, that side looks okay. Only this not. We have to stretch this out. Oh, let me first do this one. And do this one. And... Oh, really? It doesn't work like that anymore. Okay, I have to redo that. Yeah, I have to redo that. Need to stamp this. Like so. Dun, 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 dun. Then cut it out again. Oh, I see. That one goes all the way there. And then another one. Like so. Maybe a bit more in the front. It goes a little bit better on the other side. Doesn't really matter. I'm not going to be nitpicking about that. And then for what I believe, let's squeeze this. Like this way. There we go. And we're doing that exactly on the other side as well. Boom. There we go. It's not exactly the same how it is in the OG creation, but kind of want to put my own spin on it. Like so. Then on the other side as well. There we go. Yeah, this is not exactly the same, but I won't. It is what it is. Okay, so now we need to use, and we're going to place this. I'll try to place this at. I'm not sure if they use this shape. It doesn't look like it's being used with a wedge. But I don't know what else they could. Yeah, maybe it is if I just. Sure if that is. Because a wedge only turns in one particular way. It's always a little bit the downside of this. I don't know what else. What's about the cone? Is that? Is that maybe in better shape? Yes and no. No, it's also not the cone. I don't know what they maybe used for this. I think what they maybe did is just a square and then go inside and reshape the form. That's my guess. That is my guess, but otherwise I do not know how they otherwise did it. That's going to be super annoying. I think I'll do it with wedge. That for me, that's the closest. I can try pyramid, by the way. I can maybe try pyramid. I forgot we have still pyramid. I can maybe use the pyramids because this one we can put the anchors in the position. Only sad part is that the no, I'm going to use the wedge. It is for me the most easiest way and the simple way to do this. I have otherwise no idea. I've been disconnected. It happens a lot lately. Not a good sign. I hope I can still save later on. Okay, let me see if it's about the same. Yeah. Okay, let me stamp that. And then we need to... This is going to be a lot of fun. Let me see how this goes. I have to be careful for it. Something like this. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 8, 9. I have 7. But this is not good. Also, it looks super weird, by the way. It looks so weird. I don't know how. Yeah, I don't know what else I can do with this. It's a little bit. I should maybe let go the. Okay, we need 9. Well, we don't really need that, but. That's 5, 6, 7, 8. I'll do 8. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I have 8 instead of 9. It's okay. It's not like it's not super bad, but looks a little bit different than the original one. But I'm quite happy already with how it looks right now. It's yeah, I don't really know how they did the blades, or I don't know what it was called, but the thingies that like spins and hold the wheel or hold the tires actually. So yeah, I'm okay with this. I'm okay with this. It looks fun. I can of course like tweak it manually here and there, but because like some ones are not really connected well to the inner part. I can tweak it a little bit on my own. And just let's see if we can make it a little bit more believable. Like so. The good thing is that like I only have to tweak one wheel and it's been done with the rest of it as well. And later on, I can decide to flip this around if I want to, so that it looks like they're not like exactly in the same position. Let's see if I can save it online, or maybe could do like let's do a quick save. Let's do a quick save first on my local, and then let's save it private. I hope the servers are back on again. Creation saved online. It looks like that. Okay. Nice. I love when things like slowly starts to shape everything, right? Like when you first start this creation, it looks so weird and bland and like not really like in a good way shaped. And then when you're going to put all the details in, then it starts to shape the form of the wheels and the tires and stuff like that. So yeah, that's always the fun part of creating things in Dreams, or in general creating something in 3D when you put the details in there. I think that is pretty much for the around the tires. I think it's time for... Yeah, so we need to do this. Okay, I know what to do. So I do not really know the position yet, because they do connect with the nose. And I think for me, what is a good way to make sure that we have the right placeholder for this, I'm going to make a placeholder. And so this is not going to stay in the game, or in the creation, I mean. But I will show you, because like I need to have a little bit of a placeholder of the nose, so I know exactly where things are going. Wait, I'm doing it wrong. We first need... Why am I suddenly... That's why, because like my grid was not focusing on the main car again. There we go. But that was my mistake. And now we can... This is a little bit improvising really quickly. The reason why I'm doing this is so I know exactly where... if the wheels goes in the correct way. That's why I'm doing this. Um, the nose starts around here. The top part is also going to be a challenge, by the way. It's going to be a huge challenge for me now that I'm looking at it. Okay, it looks like indeed the wheels are going into this. And I have to make sure that is actually the case. Oh, I'm not in mirror mode, of course. Oh no. I'm also not in the right grid anymore. I don't know. It's always so weird that sometimes it doesn't want to stay in the correct grid. Okay, now it does. There we go. Because this is what I wanted to know. Because the axe, like the spinning thing, that goes in the side of that thing here. And now this is funny. Let me fix this. There you go. I can keep this. This doesn't have to be per se a placeholder. For as high quality as possible. Okay, and then the nose. Yeah, it does look like it goes in the side with the nose. That's good. Okay, that's what I wanted to know. That's what I want to know, if the side things were going into the nose part. And it sure does like that. That's exactly what I was hoping for. Yes, it does look like that. Alright, I really love this already, man. I love it. And we're not even halfway. So, yeah, what is the creation in total? Also without the puppet. 22% graphics. It is what it is. We can always like lower it eventually, but I don't want too much because like I want to keep the quality there. Okay, so how does it connect? It does connect with how am I going to do that? It looks like, am I going to that's a good question though. Am I going to use it in one sculpt? I don't think so. If I'm going I think this is one of my very first sculpts that I use so many different parts. Because I want to keep the quality high, and if I do it everything in one sculpt, I won't keep the quality high. Also, is it just me? Or is this one not completely in the center? It is not completely in the center. I just realized that now. Oh no. Let me think. How can I fix this without going too crazy on everything? That's too much. This looks better. It looks better, but I could be wrong. It looks better to me. If you're wondering why am I so precise with stuff like this, okay, here it looks off again. Why is that? Why is that? Why is that? Yeah, this side looks off. Is it because of this thing here? Remove that for now. That was the case. The two outside things were not in the right position. Now it looks on both sides the correct way. Yeah, if you're wondering why is Jechta so precise with stuff like this, because if you're going to continue sculpting and things starts to not go into the correct way or the correct place, then it gets a little bit harder to sculpt everything eventually. So that's why I'm doing that. But now it seems fine. It should be fine everywhere. Because I did it also. Yeah. Alright, so that's good. Let me do a quick save version real quick on private. You never know what's happening. There we go. And yes. Okay, so now the X around it. I do see in the original creation that there is another how am I putting this? It's round, so it looks like it looks like it's filled donuts with oh, we cannot put a hole inside there. Or it's a normal donut. I need to figure out something because like it looks like in the OG creation. Am I in the 16 grid again? It still looks like it's off, you know what I mean? Like I'm trying to, maybe I was not assigned to the grid. It's so crazy to me that sometimes it goes. Let me try again. This should be in the center. Right? Yeah, it does. Okay, that's perfect. And I don't know why it was not there in the first place. There we go. So it's a tiny little detail, extra detail. In the original creation, this is also open, like at this part here a little bit. I can do the same. Oh, I messed that up. There we go. I only don't know if it goes completely that like in the whole thing, but I'll just wait, I did not do that correctly. Like so. So it sticks a little bit more out. So there we go. I kind of like that. I kind of like that, so that it's a small little detail. And we have to do it also on the outer ring as well. That same detail. Question is how? That's the real question. How are we going to pull that off? Because like it looks like we are not in the center of hmm. Maybe a little bit more subblends, not too much though. No. Oh. Yeah, I think what I first need to fix is that the wheel goes a little bit inwards. Not this one, but this one here. So if we do that first, this is tricky. I think I have it. I hope. I hope I have it. Let me do it like this. I can see a little bit better what I'm doing right now. Is this donut in? Yeah, it looks like it's there. Okay. Then we need to do it on the other side too. Just a little bit. Just like it goes a little bit more inwards. And then we need to use that donut shape. And I'm going to try to find the center again. And no saw plants. Yeah, I need to see the wheel. The tire, I mean. It's not it. It's not it. I don't know if it's because of grip points. I can only do the outsides. Yeah. Nah, that's a little bit too much. Yeah, it still looks like that this here not doing the right. I know I know it's a tiny little detail here. And I really trying to get it right, but for some reason it's not on. Not happy. What I can do is just leave that outer ring go and keep it like this. I'm just not happy with how that was looking. I think this is fine for the wheels though. I think that's totally fine. Okay, it is what it is. Okay, so now, yeah, I can like spend hours on this, but if we like, yeah, No, I have to make a new sculpt again. I want to do as much as parts single this time, which really goes against my own sculpting rules. Okay, I'm already in the mirror mode. Okay, and then we need to use cylinder. At least that's what I believe. Kind of stamped already. This. And then we're basically going to make this smaller. Need to use the 16 again. Now we need to find the right spot again for this. It still doesn't go in the right. Like if I use this, it's not on grid. And it should be. It really should be. So if I do that, maybe this work. Why is it always working against me? Why can I not get that on the same grid as I had before? Why is that? It even doesn't work anymore if I go inside this creation. Or does it? Oh, it does. Okay, that still works. But I cannot go from a new creation. Maybe if I start from the 16 and then do lower it. Will that work? Do the trick? Nope. Same problem. I really don't know what it is. Is that because the placeholder is not correct? Okay, so it is, but it was the placeholder that was not correct. That was the issue. Now it looks fine to me. Yeah, so, okay, phew. I was a little scared there. Yeah, the reason why I'm doing this, this is singular, that is singular, isn't it? Yeah. I can actually do just this. Now I'm thinking about it. Oh. Because, okay, this is because like, it's the same, it's the same color, so it doesn't matter. It's also, going to be chrome or whatever. Right, so that is like connected to that wheel. Oh, and then we go to bring this down. Now we can move that here. Right. Oh no, I already see that we are over the time again. 1 hour in. Oh well, so time flies, actually. So I'm going to leave it like here. It's a lot of detail that we're now going to pull into the car. So yeah, it's there's still a lot of like things that I need to do, but the more details there's going to be put, the more it makes eventually sense. I am going to try to, however, do these spike little things, make them a little bit more smoother, instead of so hard cut into the axis. See how if that I can pull that off a little bit. Other than that, I'm quite happy already with the shape of the wheels. I think it already looks pretty okay to me. And yeah, I cannot wait eventually to paint everything, because I'm going to make it rusty, and I'm not going to make it super clean or shiny. I'm going to make it a little bit shiny, but not so that like it's brand new. I'm going to make it a little bit dirt and rust over it. So I really cannot wait for the painting part of this creation. That's always like the fun part of everything. Then the whole creation comes alive, and then you're really going to tell. Then it's like, yeah, it pulls then a little bit more off with how everything looks and feels. So yeah, that was like for the third, I believe, the third episode of this Secret Santa creation. I really hope that you enjoyed this journey with me. In the next video, we're just going to continue where we left off. So I'm just going to continue with the wheels. We're going to like fine tune the axis, and then we're going to connect that to the nose plate. How I'm going to make the nose plate on top of what we already have, that's going to be a challenge. I think that's the biggest challenge that I'm going to face right now, when we're going to put the top thing, the nose thing, on top of it, everything. That's going to be a lot of that's going to be a challenge for me. If it was in one sculpt, it would have been maybe a little bit easier, I think. But since I'm not doing that, I'm really doing, of course, the in separate sculpt, which I normally don't really do that, because like I'm always, when I'm creating in Dreams, everything, if you look at my assets, I have a lot of assets in Dreams, which are, I think, 80 or 90% of all my assets that I ever made in Dreams are one sculpted. There are exceptions here and there, of course. Sometimes you cannot really avoid that you have to make an additional sculpt on that particular sculpt if it does have a different materia. But other than that, I always try to pull all my assets in one sculpt to also save you a lot of like gameplay turmoil and graphics turmoil. But this is just a Secret Santa gift, and I really want to show, for this person that I'm making this for, a little bit of an ode to their love of this particular thing. And it's really fun. I really love to do this. It's like, it's also goes a little bit out of my own comfort zone. I never made something like this before, so it's also for me an extra challenge to go out of my comfort zone. What am I able to make, and how can I do this? How I'm approaching this situation that I'm doing right now, and I'm still not fully happy yet. But I think when we are going to paint everything, when we're going to like pull the paints and stuff like that, I think maybe I'm already like, oh, okay, so this is what I've been working all this time for. So that will be in the next video. For now, I'm going to say thank you so much for watching. And as always, don't forget to dream, everybody. And I will see you hopefully in the next video. Bye-bye.